Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to show you on how you are going to create your own emoji classroom. So the first one that you're going to do is to go to the Google Chrome. So let's open it and then go to your Gmail account. So I already opened my Gmail account and then you have to go to this part. Click on apps and then look for slides. So open it. There you go. And then you have to choose a blank presentation. Okay, so there you go. And then since we are going to create an emoji classroom, the first one that we're going to search for is your wall and then your floor. So let's click here, insert image, and then go to search the web. So let's search our wall and our floor. So you can type on this way, your wall and your floor. Okay, so here you can see all the designs that you can apply in your emoji classroom. So for my classroom, I'm going to choose this one. So I could just drag onto this one and then place it here. There are actually two ways in how you are going to insert this wall floor. You could drag or you could also do it this way. You could also click on the image and then click on the word insert. Okay, so there you go. So the image is already here. Now, since this one does not fit to our screen, then we have to adjust it. So let's adjust it. Okay. Now, since I don't like the color of my wall, then what I'm going to do is to change the color. So as what you can see, the shape of our wall is rectangular. So I'm going to choose a shape here, which is a rectangle. And then, okay, there you go. So this is now the shape of our wall. Then adjust it. So since I don't want my wall to be in a white color, I could actually change the color of my wall. So I could go on here, click on fill color. You can choose this color. You could have this color. You could have anything that you want. So in my classroom, I want it to be, let's have this color. So it's just a light color. Okay. And then after that, what I'm going to do is to think of the objects that I'm going to place in my emoji classroom. So again, go to insert image, search the web, and then be sure to type the word transparent. And then the name of the object that you are going to include in your emoji classroom. So let's say, for example, in my classroom, I want a whiteboard. Be sure to type the word transparent. So you have transparent whiteboard. So let's see. So these are all the transparent whiteboards. So I'm just going to drag it here. Okay, so there you go. This is now the whiteboard. It's transparent because if you're not going to include transparent in the search bar, then what would happen would be it would not appear to be real in your emoji classroom. So you're going to adjust then the size of your whiteboard. So let's say, for example, I'm going to place it here. Just drag it here on the side. You want it to be here, you can drag it here. So for my classroom, I want it to be on this side. Okay, so there you go. So you could also change the size of your whiteboard. You can do it this way. It could be small, it could be big. It's up to you. Okay, so after the whiteboard, I'm going to look for a bookshelf. I need a bookshelf on my classroom. So let's have a bookshelf. Okay, so I want this one in my classroom. You can see already books in there. Okay, and then you can change the size of your bookshelf. It could be big, it could be small. It's all up to you. So you could have this one. So I'm going to place it there. And then since I want the plants to be present in my classroom, I could also include plants. So let's say, for example, transparent plants. Okay, so we have a transparent plant. So I'm going to choose this plant. Okay, so this is a transparent plant. And then I'm going to place it here on this side. Okay, so there we go. So that's already a transparent plant. Now, if I want to place a text on my wall, or it could be on your whiteboard, you could just click on the text box. Since I also want my students to be welcomed in my classroom, so I could indicate here, welcome grade 3 students. And then you could change the size, make it bigger. You could also change the font of your text. You could have everything that you want here. My classroom, I want it to be like this. So let's say, for example, welcome grade 3 students. Of course, you have to welcome your students. Okay, and then I also want to have a clock on my classroom. So I'm going to search for a clock. Okay, so let's say, for example, in my classroom, I want this clock. Okay. So I'm going to change the size, drag it here. Okay, make it smaller. You could place it here. You could place this clock anywhere you want. So there you go. And then after that, search for your emoji. So there you go. So I'm going to choose, let's say, for example, I want this, let's have this one. Which one will I choose here? So let's say, for example, I'm going to choose which one? Let's say, for example, I'm going to choose, okay, this one. So I could just drag it here. Okay, so as what you can see, I am the teacher. I am reading a book. So I also need something so that I could sit on that sofa. So you could have it here. Let's say, for example, I want this. No, 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 not that one. Say, for example, I want this one. So I could drag it here. Okay, that's really big. Okay, and then I could place this one here, and then I could sit here. So what you're going to do if that would be the case, you could just right click and then change the order. You could bring your emoji in front of that chair. Okay. And then, of course, you have to resize it. Okay, so looks like I am now already sitting on this sofa, right? So that's where I am going to place myself. Okay, so it's all up to you then what other things that you are going to add in your emoji classroom. So it's all up to you. And then what are you going to do to change this file into a photo? Just click on file and then you could click on download and then choose whatever you want here. You could have Microsoft PowerPoint. If you want to download the PowerPoint, you could have this file. You could have PDF document. You could have plain text, or you could have the JPEG or the PNG. In my case, I want it to be a JPEG. So now it's already downloaded in a JPEG file. So there you go. Okay, so there you go. So this is now a JPEG file. So I hope so that you were able to learn in this video. That's all for now. Goodbye and see you to our next video. Goodbye.